Welcome back to Books, Tea and Biscuits with me, Jo.
And me, Kim.
First of all, we're sorry. We're sorry that we've had so long off, but life has been and kicked us in the teeth a few times.
Yeah, both of us.
And punched us in the gob. So we've had a bit of a hard time over the last few years, but now we're going to come back and we hope to be carrying on and not have a break at all.
We've got lots to discuss, haven't we?
We have.
Lots to review. We've been doing so much reading.
We have.
Yeah.
I'm surprised there's any books left that we haven't read.
As you can see, we're just sat in front of my bookshelf, which is here, and we're not discussing any of these books on here today. We've just got them down here on the floor. So I've got mine on my side and Jo's got hers on her side. But what we wanted to do first was just obviously say welcome back to everybody, to all of our fans. I say all, it's about 20 of them. But we're grateful for each and every one.
Yeah.
We just wanted to come in and discuss where we've been the last few months, well, say a year and a bit, and just say to you what our plans are for the next few weeks, because we're going to be filming a few videos today, aren't we, and then videos tomorrow, and get things in the pipeline already, so that if anything does happen or we fall behind in regards to filming, we've already got stuff pre-filmed already, so we can just upload. What else do we need to discuss?
Plans, basically.
Yeah, so you go first.
Yeah, we've had a discussion, and the idea is that once every 3 months or so we'll have a special, whether it'll be with any luck, fingers crossed, eyes crossed and everything else crossed, paws crossed. We get to interview some authors, hopefully. Hoping one of them will be Tony Bianchi, but he's a director, so he's going to be busy, but maybe if we're lucky, because he did say we could. And if we've got any luck at all, can interview Catherine Space, or at least one of them.
One of Jo's favourite bands.
Or at least one of them, anyway. We also plan to maybe have a particular theme, a season, maybe a whodunit, Agatha Christie, that sort of thing, where we might read something from that particular book, our favourite book, even have a live stream where we can interact with yourselves and you can let us know what books you'd like us to read and do a review on, or if you've read any of the books we have and what your feelings were on them. What else?
We could just have, even if anybody wanted to come on and do a live stream, we could have like read with us, like a reading sprint that other popular booktubers do, and we could read the same books or read different books. We could do giveaways. We're looking at doing like get to know us, so asking us questions and things like that, and doing like themed videos as well. So once every quarter we're looking at doing a special themed video, so whether it's a giveaway or a reading sprint, or I don't know, if it's Agatha Christie's birthday month, we'll do something around that, or like November or October will be Halloween, November would probably be like the Gunpowder Plot, so we'd go into detail about why we like it and what books we're looking at reading, and then we could have either another special month in the December for Christmas, or we could do one in September and then December. We haven't yet got that far ahead, but we've got the next couple of videos planned of what we want to discuss.
Over the next few weeks we're going to be discussing several books. We're going to be reviewing them. As we said, we've read quite a few, so it's just a recap on some of them.
You go first with yours.
Yeah, we're both reading these. It's J. Gill. It's done in very much the vein of Agatha Christie. He's kindly signed some of them for me. In fact, he's actually sent a couple of them for me. I wrote to him and asked if he wouldn't mind us doing a review, and he thought that was great. I've got to get book 5. I will let him know, and hopefully he'll sign that. But we'll be doing reviews on him. Kim's got to finish reading them.
And
you've read the first one, haven't you?
So the 1920s style, setting obviously inspired by Agatha Christie. We're not saying that this is in any way similar to Agatha Christie. It's his own take on it. But you can see from the style of the books that they are like 1920s era style. Let me just show the first one as well. So this is
Might be
Murder
back
in
to front.
no,
on there.
Murder in Fulbrook Village. Sorry,
Yeah.
Fulbridge Village.
Yeah.
So we've both read number one. I'm reading these. Joe's already read them, but I've got about 1 million books down here that I need to discuss with you as well. So that's those.
Yeah. We're going to whoops a daisy. I'm going to be reviewing James Patterson. I haven't read this one yet. I've got another one down there that I have. And we're both going to be reading that, Into the Water.
By Paula Hawkins.
We're both going to be reading that. We haven't read it yet, but we will be doing a review on that.
I'm not reading the James Patterson ones, by the way. There's more
No,
Joe's style.
that's me. That's
The
me,
ones
that
that we
is.
will both be reading, we will let you know. There'll be some that I'll be reading, some that Joe will be reading, and then there'll be some that we'll both be reading. Okay.
The others we'll be doing the reviews on will be this one.
Yeah,
It's called
I'll be reading
Three.
that one soon.
She'll be reading this. This we got from the actual place where it's mentioned. It's a plague village, but we'll go into that when we do the review of the book. And these two, Second Life by S.J. Watson and Disclaimer by Renee Knight. So I'm going to be reviewing these. I read these two books this week. I read this one Monday, started it Monday at 7 o'clock at night, finished it Tuesday at 5 o'clock in the morning, and read this one Tuesday night and finished it Wednesday, I think.
Yeah, I was at work.
I've lost
so
track.
I didn't do much reading because I work 5 days a week. I read when I can, when I've got the time. Because I also have other hobbies like I crochet as well. I have to do my gardening in my house. But yeah.
The next book I'm going to be reading is called Realm Breaker by Victoria Aveyard. I haven't started this yet. Looking forward to it because you may or may not know, but I am a big fan of sci-fi fantasy. Hoping this will be good because I love the cover. So those are the ones that we're going to be doing, as well as the ones that we're going to be reviewing next week and week after, which we'll tell you about in a bit.
Yeah, and then my pile, the ones that I'll be reviewing in the next few videos are this pile. The ones I'll be reviewing next week in the next video we'll be discussing in a second. But I'm just going to lift up my pile. But there's also 3 audio books, and I'll try and tell these in order if I remember how I read it. So I've got Eleanor Oliphant is Completely Fine by Gail Honeyman. That's one of my favourite books. I'll go into more detail when we do the video, but this is coming up as well. I have then got The Paper Girls Volume 1, which is like a comic book, as you can see. I can't remember who wrote it. Brian K. Vaughan, Cliff Chang, Matt Wilson and Jared Fletcher. This is the first time I've ever read anything like this, but it was recommended to me after watching Tad reads books on YouTube. I really like Tad, and he had the hard copy of this, and I found this for £3 on Vinted, so I brought it and I really like it, so I'll go into more detail. So that's that one. I have then got, I haven't finished reading this yet, but I'm part way through. I've got The Day of the Triffids by John Wyndham. This was recommended to me by somebody close to me. This is the edition from, I believe it's 1971.
It was a brilliant series with John Dutton.
Sorry, no, 1951. So this is 70 years old.
Good book,
72 years old, but yeah, I'm part way through. We'll go into more detail about my thoughts on this when we do the actual review, but this is coming up as well. And then I'll be reviewing, I haven't actually picked this up yet to read, but it's on my list of the next thing that I'll be reading after listening to the audiobook I'm listening to at the moment.
Oh yeah, she listens to it. She has 3 books on the go.
Sometimes, yeah.
I can't do that.
So this is, I know this is popular with, I think, is it Becca with Books? This is Sleeping Giants by Sylvain Neuvel. This is actually someone else's book that I'm borrowing, so I'll be reviewing this as well once I've started reading it, but I'll always keep you updated on my social media of what we're reading at that time, and then we'll let you know when the video's coming up. So that's that one. As Joe mentioned, I've got a copy of Into the Water as well, so when we start reading this we'll let you know. But yeah, we're both going to be reading this one. Are you going to be reading The Day of the Triffids, or have you already read it?
I don't mind reading it again. Because
Whatever we decide,
Yeah,
we'll let
it's
you
been
know.
years since I've read that.
I haven't yet read this, but I know it's from August 2009, and we're a bit behind the bandwagon. Like, we don't tend to follow trends around the books that are popular at the moment. We read what we want to read. This is Life of Pi, and I got this in from the Hand Me Down book club that I'm part of, and obviously they send you 2 second-hand books each month, and this is one of them. The other one was the edition of Into the Water that I'm giving to Joe, because I'd already had a copy. We'd both agreed that we'd read it. So this is Life of Pi by Jan Martel. I haven't watched a film of this either, but I want to read the video. I was going to say. I want to read the book first, and then potentially watch a video. But I don't tend to do that unless it's Harry Potter, because I don't like books getting ruined or anything. But yeah, this is one of the ones I'll be reading. And then this is from the Illumicrate April 2023 box, and this is Some Desperate Glory by Emily Tesh. And look at the sprayed edges on that one.
That is
So
beautiful.
I'm an Illumicrate subscriber. I haven't yet. I've got to quickly purchase my May box. But yeah, I can't wait to read this. I think we'll both be reading this one. I'm going to read it first. Look at that. It's like a nebula.
I know, it looks beautiful.
So,
very outer spacey.
Yeah, so I'll be reading this one, but we'll let you know. But we've got a few to review first, and then the audiobooks I've listened to. One of them I can't mention because it's going to be one of the reviews I'm doing next. But the second audiobook I listened to was the David Attenborough one, Life on Our Planet. That was it. I listened to that in 2 days, and it really hits home. But again, we'll go into more detail about that. The third audiobook I've listened to is Heroes by Stephen Fry. I first listened to Mythos about a good 4 or 5 years ago, which is a retelling of Greek mythology, all the gods on Olympus and things like that. Heroes is about the people that come out as heroes rather than the baddies. And then the third one in the Stephen Fry trilogy is Troy. I haven't yet read that or listened to it, but it will be one of the ones that will be upcoming soon. Yeah, so that's my pile.
There is one book I didn't mention because I haven't got it with me, and that is when she reviews the David Attenborough, because we'll have we will have a day where it'll be actual people, not stories as such, and that'll be the Cats in Space book. I did check with the guys and they were okay with us doing a review, with the added bonus of I will play the album. Too Many Gods, Destination Unknown is the side name of the book, and it's all about that album, so I'll talk about that when we do that review. But I did get the guys, Greg gave his permission because he's a lovely man. Greg's lovely. So and I like that book, and I could read it 90 million times.
Okay, so now for the books that will be coming in the next video. I'll do mine first this time. Yeah, I'll do mine first this time.
What are you going to be reviewing?
So we've got 2 books each that we'll be reviewing in the next video. And my first one, I listened to this on audiobook, but I've got the book version as well. I've got the book version, and this is The Thursday Murder Club by Richard Osman. One of my favourites. So yeah, we'll be going into more detail. That is that one. And the second one,
We've both read this.
We both read this, and this really made me laugh. And I really wanted to read this because she's one of my favourite comedians. And this is How to Be Champion by Sarah Millican. Yeah, it didn't take us long to read it, did we?
No, because when you read it, you've got to carry on reading it. And I've got to say that I think Sarah Millican's brilliant.
Yeah, really like this. So these are my 2 books that I'll be reviewing in the next video. Do you want to do yours?
Yeah.
She's just getting a book.
The first one is a sci-fi fantasy, and it's called Winterkeep by Kristen Cashore. It's a sci-fi fantasy, which I've already told you. So I'll be reviewing this one. And the next one I'll be reviewing is by Georgina Lees, and it's called The Girl Upstairs, which is a thriller.
Yeah.
Whether it's a psychology thing, whether it's psychology thriller, the jury's out on that, but it's definitely a thriller. and I did like these books. So yeah, these are the books I'm going to be reviewing next.
And these are mine. So look out for this video, guys, because these 4 books are upcoming.
Yeah.
Thank you all for watching.
Bye
Take
for
care.
now.
Bye bye.
Bye.